thing they're trying to do is avoid or change the narrative that, you know what, rugby is only played in Kampala. This time the Fat Cats is in Entebbe, and we want to understand what rugby is all about here. Of course, we have watched an interesting game, a very, very tight contest between the Mongas and Walukuba. Walukuba coming here, getting their first win of the season, of the league, and also being able to dent Mongas' record, I should say. But I'm here with two beautiful women. Today it's all about me. I want to, first of all, give them a chance to introduce themselves. Starting with you.
Hi, my name is Michelle Campiracheris. I'm a former rugby player. I don't play for various reasons. I'm a social worker. Yeah, I love rugby a lot.
That's your favorite food?
Anything cooked by me.
Anything cooked by you?
Yes.
Every woman thinks they're a good cook. So what's the benchmark?
No, I believe I'm a good cook. Like I don't believe I know I'm a good cook.
Okay. Did you get anything for Valentine's?
I'm currently single, so I don't think I got anything for Valentine's.
You don't have any secret admirers, no crushes, nothing?
Well, they're secret. I wouldn't know.
But that's what I'm saying. Did you receive anything regardless of whether you know?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Maybe we shall sort that out later. But anyway, how are you?
Very well, how are you?
Now I want you to tell me about yourself. You have a ring that you're hiding. I don't know why.
I'm not hiding.
So I want you to just tell us about yourself, and yeah, let's start from there.
Flavia Kugonza is my name. I'm a former rugby player. I am a married woman. I'm not hiding my ring. You can all see that.
This decade.
Yes, I am. I'm an Entebbe person. I'm a mother. I'm a businesswoman. Yeah. And I'm a rugby fan now. I'm a very huge rugby fan. Yeah.
Why did you guys stop playing rugby? You had talked about something in regards to an injury and a few other issues. Do you care to share those other reasons why?
Okay, the first reason I stopped playing rugby was my injury. I had two dislocations and two fractures in dislocation.
Yikes.
It was really like that's the most pain I have been in my whole life. And then maybe work, and so I'm juggling work and school. So I feel like I have too much on my plate. So I looked at it like, what can I reduce? Like, what can wait? I believe rugby is going to be here even in the next 10 years. But if I don't get my degree now, if I don't get my PhD now, like I will be next 10 years I'll be like a mother of like 5 or whatever. Who knows?
That's nice.
Who knows what's happening in 10 years?
So first tell me, how was the recovery process for you? Well, how supportive was your team? Well, what team were you playing for?
I believe I don't know if I still play. I don't know if I still fall as a player.
How long has it been?
It's been a year.
Yeah, but you see, in Uganda rugby, people don't really retire. Guys just get bored and come back. One day we will be, but the problem is, will you be able to handle?
We'll see her back on the pitch one day.
How about you?
Me, I'm not so sure because given the age and the responsibility, I'm not so sure that I can come back.
You talked about age. I don't know if it women and age is a very tricky thing, and I was about to ask how old, but you don't have to answer if you don't want.
No, I do have to answer. I'm proud of my age. I'm 34. I was born on the 3rd of April 1989. I'm 34.
The birthday is there for those that want to send gifts. But anyway, 34 is very young. There's a lot more you can do at 34. It's very, very young. You retired very, very early. We have people that are playing, they are 45.
True, 34 is not so old, though not very young, but then still the work. Because my nature of work, I'm always busy. I no longer have time for training. And then, in rugby, being a contact sport, you just can't come in to play, even if you know the tactics and the structure, but then you need to train. Like your body has to be conditioned enough to play. That's why I stopped playing. Not because of any other reason, but because I no longer have time to train. My nature of work doesn't allow me to train. So for now, maybe I can play for fun like previously. I used to play for ladies ones, and then in September we had a rugby tournament which was touched. I was able to play because it was play for fun. And there wasn't too much contact and all that, so I was able to play. So those kind of games maybe I can play, but like real games and contact games for now. Probably if I have more time in the future to train, I can probably play for any other team.
That's interesting. I mean, we actually even have a touch rugby team. Actually, this year we may have two Fat Cats at the Good Friday touch rugby. So you guys need to come.
Can I be part of the touch?
Oh yeah, you have one. Mm-hmm.
Can I be part of the Fat Cat touch?
Please, this is a recruitment. It's an interview, you can even say. I want to see if you're going to pass. But anyway, let's talk about something. What is that narrative that you have seen about women and rugby that you think needs to change?
What narrative I've seen about women and rugby? Okay, people who are not into the sport, they usually think rugby is a men's sport. But even when they see women playing, like they're physically seeing them, they'll be like, I didn't know women play rugby. But mind you, this is a sport played with the players are men and women. The same rules apply. They get the same injuries. Like literally everything happens because it's the same sport, same rules, same thing. So the people don't think that women can't play rugby. They always think it is a men's sport. Now, people who have played rugby or who have been rugby fans, rugby coaches and all that, know that it can be played for both women and men. But then onlookers, like in Entebbe here, you have border guys who just come and watch the game. They don't know the rules, they don't know anything. So they'll be surprised if they see women playing rugby. Okay, literally they always think we're just like maybe playing around, it's not so serious and all that. But it is the same sport men play. It's the same sport you also play. And it's always fun.
Yeah, and just even on that point, Michelle, to bring you in here, there is I want to call it an unpopular or a backward mindset that comes up about the fact that when women play, there's a way they look at them that, no, mukazi azanya rugby. Have you ever experienced that? And if yes, how have you dealt with it?
Now, on that experience, I have a friend of mine who told me, he clearly came out and like, Michelle, before you're injured, you were a bro. And I'm like, I was a bro.
So they brozoned you because you were a rugby player?
Exactly. Like,
for you, had you brozoned them?
I had. Wait.
Or why there was a chance?
No, there wasn't a chance, but
okay.
You know, like, not like the thing that everybody feels that rugby is a masculine sport that can only be played by men. Actually, when I got my injury, everybody was like, actually, people are on their knees. They're like, Michelle, please, I beg you, never go back to rugby. It's a men's sport. You have now realized it's a man's world. Women don't fit there. And I'm like, what happened to me was an accident.
Yeah.
Like it was
which can happen in the bathroom.
Yeah. Like I'm like, okay.
I mean, Edwin is always walking and he gets injured just walking.
You know.
Just always like pushing that narrative.
So, like, you know, like, so as like, why everybody thinks rugby is a really man's sport. Like everybody thinks only men can play rugby. When they actually meet women who can play rugby, they're like, everyone's like, actually, when I say I play rugby, it's like, first way, like, you play rugby? And I'm like, yeah, I play rugby. Then they're like, why? And I'm like, well, it's a sport. Like, I saw all the sports. Like, I looked through all of them and I was like, yeah, this is my sport.
By the way, it actually goes far from even playing rugby. I remember when you were watching the Kenya-Uganda game, the recent Victoria Cup. So I was sitting next to a guy. So I would like just watch the game. I'm like, man, do this, go. I mean, he's all like, and then I was like, I'm even surprised. You know the number 9? You know the number 10? Like, yeah. I mean, I know the sport. Like, I've never seen any woman who knows the sport in depth.
So
like,
weird.
For them, they thought to like just go there, see guy throw the ball, like
put on shots.
I know.
High power.
It's
Yeah.
very weird.
So he was actually very surprised that I knew the rules. I knew how the game is supposed to be played. Because you know how you literally say, oh, straight out or maybe no on or something. He was surprised that I know all of those things, you know. But I mean, okay, even away from us who have played that sport before, I think there are people who have not played that sport before, but they are really, really big fans, and they really understand how the game moves. I will admit from here, like I don't know how cricket is played. You could explain 1,000 times, like maybe these are wickets, these are runs or something. Maybe I've not given it time, but I mean there are people who are fans, women, and they are fans of rugby. They have taken time, they invested their time to understand how the game moves, how the game works, how the rules work, you know. So it's not even about the players. It even extends to the hands, you know. It's very weird. And then people will be like, ah, you're a woman, you understand rugby. No, like actually kind of related with wrestling. Like they'll be like, ah, talking the kunjo that way or something, you know, like
And someone is like, how can I even let my woman be part of that?
I remember the time back in those days when I was still dating, those days.
This could be last week, but okay.
The guy was like, so you play rugby? And I'm like, he's like, so you can carry me? And I'm like, I can't carry you, but I can tackle you down. And it's like, you know, they told me that women who play rugby are aggressive, they are strong. And I'm like, the only right thing is that we're strong. Because we train every day. So we are strong, we have exercise.
Maybe the aggression is not bad, as long as it feels right.
But why would you term us as aggressive?
no, but you know, rugby is one sport I've realized. It's not even about the size. It's about using your brain. This is one thing I've always told people. Like, if you are like a big person, maybe tall, whatever, and just like, let's take an example of like if someone got your shoelaces and tie them together, and if you try to walk, what happens?
You fall
Exactly. So it's more like rugby. If I tackle you the right way, it doesn't matter your size, it doesn't matter my size. You're going down. You get. And we all know the rules of tackling. You know, like the Western below. If I really go into my tackle and it's the right tackle, I'll put you down. It doesn't matter your size.
Okay, I want to believe that rugby is above the size of your heart. Like, you know, like the passion you have for the sport. Because I have met people who are a third my size. Not a half, not a quarter, but a third.
I want to see how these people do. But anyway, that's not what you're saying. But
Like-
even
Like, I see that person. Okay, for example, let me give an example. Everybody who plays for Naira Rapids is a third my size. You get, but it's about passion.
They'll come for you.
You know, like I remember there is a chick who tackled me. Was it Budondo FC, RFC? The kids were so short, they were so small, but I had a hard time playing with those kids.
Yeah, by the way,
Because
people don't know
was
because
passion.
when we were playing with lady swans, we used to play tier 2. Not so many people know about us because it's only the few girls who have broken through or gone to the big teams because I don't think we have any player on the national team yet. But I mean, there is that team, Budon, actually even the Nail Rapids right now, because we used to play with them tier 2. I think there is Eels, there is Nail Rapids, there is Budondo, but those girls were tough. They were very young because the first time we faced them in Budondo, we were like, we looked at them and we were like, no, I'm not
Like,
going to
we
play
won,
them.
but it was
They're
a
like
hard
so
win.
young. But
You know,
when
like-
they
you know, like a
came
hard
into
win.
that game, they would come for you. They don't care whether you are brother, whether you are.
Imagine having someone on your chest, in your mid side, and on your legs. Like
What-
they attack you
what
3 at
positions
once.
were you guys playing?
As playing number 3.
As playing number 1.
I'm saying between props. This is a proper sandwich. This is a proper front row. If we're doing.
So you can act as our number 2. We can manage.
I don't mind being sandwiched. So I want to ask. I'm seeing a very interesting drink here. Of course, it's part of the Nile Breweries family. Why Eagle? Why Eagle? First
I
tell
also,
me
I also have that question. Why ego?
This is maybe an intervention. Why
Why
Eagle?
ego?
Ego is a very nice beer. Very nice beer. I wouldn't even say okay. I've taken Castle Light before. I didn't like it.
What am I
personally.
drinking?
I've taken Nile because earlier days people knew me as a Nile person, but then I didn't feel like it's what I want. But when I had Ego, I felt like it's a real beer for me, and I love it. and I take 3 brands of Eagle. There's Eagle. I don't know if
Eagle
people
Dark,
know that.
Eagle
There's
Extra.
Eagle Lager.
Just everything.
There's Eagle Dark, and then Eagle Extra.
Like that. So, what don't you get any of those narratives that man, these chicks that drink Eagle, they are local chicks? How do you? Have you ever heard of that kind of
I've had
jazz?
someone call her a man before, so
Yeah, they've ever called you a man before because you
because she
drink
takes her
Eagle.
ego.
No,
Have you heard of such negative?
I don't know what people speak about, whatever, but I mean, the beauty is I pay my own bills. So I can choose to have a nice special. I can choose to have maybe a Castle Light. I can choose to have a Eagle Lager. I'm putting my own bill. I don't mind whether I think it's a cheap beer or whatever, but I mean, I love my beer. She knows I've been to a bar where they're selling Eagle 4,000 shillings. And I wouldn't mind because I'm drinking my brand. Like, I drink what I want. So
Yeah,
that means
what you
even if
got
I went
5K?
to, because I've been to Serena and I've taken a beer of 12,000, Nile special at 12,000. So it's not about the money. It's about the beer. It's about the beer.
So you're trying to say that
Interesting.
us who drink Nile, we are not human beings.
No! I didn't say that.
It's her preference.
It's our preference.
Yes, and her money.
By the way, by
Has
the way,
someone's money.
no, by the way, as we are speaking, me, I
But
drink juice.
even if it was
As you
someone's
can see
money,
my bottle,
even if
I
it was
drink
someone's
juice.
money, I'll still take Eagle.
Even on a proper date, you'd be drinking your
They have Eagle. No, the problem I have now.
I have a feeling if she went to London and there was ego, she would drink ego.
Yes, I will. But then the problem I have is like sometimes when I go to high-end bars, they don't have Eagle, and I'm like, okay, let me go for a Nile. Not because Nile, is a bad beer or anything, but I'll prefer my Eagle. It doesn't matter the price. I want my Eagle. That's all.
So you're an ego.
Anyway,
You so fly,
yes,
you go
I do so.
high.
Yeah.
one
You
last
fly
thing I want to
high.
ask you is what would you tell to ladies out there who may be afraid of how they are going to be seen? Maybe they want to join rugby as a fan, a player, someone in administration. What would you tell them?
Basically, I would tell them first because I'm a social worker. I would tell them your opinion matters better. Like personally, I don't care what you think about me. As long as I feel something is right for me, I'll do it. Believe me, when I played rugby the first time, no one in my household, in the whole household, no one supported me. But I felt I was in the right place. I felt I was home. Because I reached a point where my rugby is home. So I felt I was home, and like everybody was like, so Michelle, you're going for rugby. We used to have those tours to Kenya, Weya, whatever, and all that. Everybody was like, but Michelle, why don't you pick rugby? Play volleyball, play cricket, play something womanly. And I was like, no, rugby is my sport. So what I would tell a woman out there is, your opinion matters best. If you feel rugby is what you want to play, play it. Do what you desire. Make your own choices. Do not make choices basing on
Other people's opinion.
what maybe let's say what Ruben will think, what Flavia will think. I don't care what Ruben and Flavia think. As long as I'm comfortable with it, I don't care what you guys think about it. You get? So, a woman out there, if you feel rugby is the sport for you, please go for it. And I would encourage you to join rugby, because I want to tell you, I've met the people I've been with the longest. I met them in rugby. The people who have loved me the most.
I thought you were going to launch someone here.
No,
I'm
single, but for example, I've met Flavia. She's my very good friend. I can call Flavia at 2 a.m. Just ask her how she is. I don't have anything to say much. And to be like, hi, how are you? Are you okay? Are you alive? 2 a.m. You get? Like, I have met solid bonds in rugby. So
I think one thing we have done today is we've had a whole experience of what it means like getting out of Kampala and going to Entebbe, and then we had a bit of go-karting earlier on before we came here, watched a very beautiful game. What do you think is next for us in store, or where can we go and try out? I don't know if you guys are taking us anywhere. You may have your own programs.
wait, tonight or somewhere else?
Tonight.
Tonight, you want to tour Entebbe.
We are on a whole bender of Entebbe.
Hey.
To just take it back a little, like what you were saying, what advice I would give to young girls, to just keep in sport. It can be rugby, yes, it can be any sport. Because I joined the rugby team. I remember I had just had my third child when I joined the rugby team. Yes. I felt so welcome on that team. Actually, I remember she can also witness. People on that team called me mommy.
Actually, I can proudly say I was her mentor.
Yeah.
Proudly.
Yeah, in the sport.
But the funny part is she's way older than me.
Yeah, that's the beauty about it.
I was her mentor.
I joined that
Like
team
everything should
whereby
come to me.
I was one of the eldest people on the team. But then when we were playing, we were like all one. No one like
Like we didn't care what we called
like
you,
no one
who you
treated me
were.
as like maybe you're old. Like when they were coming for me, no one knew my age, whatever. Like responsible, like nothing. So I would really, really encourage people because I remember it was COVID time. We used to have those mentor talks. We would talk girls through different things, boys through different things. Like it was like more of a family. Young children, boys or girls, should have a family to belong to. It doesn't matter whether it's rugby or netball or soccer. Just if you can keep in sports, because I'm one person who can tell you I have a church family, I have a sports family, I have a family, just keep somewhere as long as you're out there and you can really get good advice.
So, about the plot.
Yeah.
Where do you want to go?
We don't know. That's why we're asking you.
Where do you want? Okay, what do you
Are
want?
you plotting for us to give you plots?
Okay, do you want us to give
No,
you
we are not plotting for
or-
you to give us plot.
Okay, what
We are
is
just
the
trying to make
narrative?
people know
we do have
when you come to Entebbe, this is what you can try out in the night.
Please
Entebbe
try
is a
out
nice-
Irish bar.
Irish bar is
It's a very nice place.
nice bar. Irish bar.
Very good ambience, very good music, very good environment place.
Well, you've had it. These beautiful ladies, we could talk forever, but we unfortunately have to go and do other things. Unfortunately. But thank you for being part of the Fat Cats, and make sure you're drinking Nile Special or something from Nile Breweries. Cheers.